So, good morning, everyone. Dear respected Madam, Sir, dear scholars, guest faculties, everyone, my batchmates, my seniors and my juniors. Myself, Kwtal Jamatia, in my first semester. Today, I'm going to present on the title Cārvāka Ethics in the context of YOLO. You live only, you only live once. So, to understand YOLO, as a Gen Z, YOLO is a popular Gen Z phrase. It's like an expression, like a modern slogan. You only live once. It encourages living fully in the present moment. In the same context, we have in Indian school of philosophy, Cārvāka, which somehow emphasizes enjoyment of life here and now. So, this topic will give a parallel understanding of both the philosophy of ancient Indian and the modern pop culture slogan. So, who were the Cārvākas? It is an ancient Indian materialist school of philosophy. They deny afterlife, karma, and rebirth. Their main focus on philosophy is like they only believe in perception as their only valid knowledge. Their ethics is based on pleasure, happiness, and enjoyment. The Cārvāka's view on life. They say life is short and uncertain. As they don't believe in other pramanas like inference or verbal testimony, they don't believe in hell, heaven, or reincarnation, liberation, and all these things because there is no such proof as they cannot perceive. Therefore, their main goal is to maximize pleasure in this life. The famous quote is Yavan Jivet Sukham Jivet Ranam Katva Kritam Dete. As long as you live happily, even if you have to borrow money, drink ghee. Coming to the YOLO part, it is popularized by a pop singer, Drake, in his song The Motto. YOLO means take risks, enjoy life, do not overthink future consequences. It encourages spontaneity and self-expression. Sometimes criticized for promoting recklessness. Now we are going to see the side-by-side comparison of Cārvāka and YOLO. Cārvāka is an ancient Indian origin, and YOLO is a modern Western pop culture slogan. Cārvāka mainly focuses on pleasure, the rejection of afterlife. YOLO focuses on living in the present moment. Cārvāka is a systematic philosophy, whereas YOLO is a cultural or social trend. Cārvāka believes in practical enjoyment. YOLO is more about adventure, risk, and freedom. Similarities. Both of them, they reject reliance on future life, as they believe there is no life after death. They give more stress on enjoying in the present moment. They are against unnecessary restrictions like thinking about the Almighty, God, or anything, some superiority or anything over it. For them, it's more of like for their own pleasure. They value freedom of individual choices. Now, looking at the difference between both these schools. Cārvāka is more of a rational, philosophical, based on skepticism about unseen realities, whereas YOLO is more emotional, cultural slogan, sometimes linked to impulsive actions. Cārvāka seeks sustained enjoyment, whereas YOLO may justify one-time risk. looking now coming over to the criticisms of Cārvāka. As we know, Cārvākas they focus morely on pleasure. So there are some other Indian schools who criticize Cārvāka, such as Nyaya Mimamsa and all, saying that it is too much focused on bodily pleasure, and as Cārvāka neglects morality and long-term well-being, they don't focus morely on spiritualism and all these things, afterlife, death, moksha, and all these things. That's why they have been criticized for their philosophy. Now, criticisms of YOLO. It can like promote recklessness, like it can ignore long-term consequences. Sometimes it is also used to justify irresponsibility. For as an example, suppose one of your friends is like doing drugs, so he might just say like, "Bro, you just live once, just do it." So it is not very ethical of you to use this YOLO term in that kind of cases, as it might destroy your life doing drugs. So it might be used to justify irresponsibilities. Now the significance of both these philosophies are like Cārvāka, as it has been established in ancient philosophy, it has a proper school, and it has been the philosophy of Cārvāka has been maybe used in future in day-to-day life by many of the scholars and all. It has a foundation, proper foundation in materialism, whereas YOLO as a modern cultural slogan, it is more of like a reminder to value life. But both of this philosophy together, they raise a question: how much should we prioritize present happiness over future concerns? Might be a question of both these two philosophies. The relevance of both this philosophy in the modern times, as we live in a very modern times with different ideologies and all these things, fast-paced world. YOLO tries to capture the spirit of adventure, whereas Cārvāka reminds us to stay grounded in reality. But both of them encourages us to embrace life, but wisely. In conclusion, both of these philosophy, YOLO and Cārvāka, they share a very common theme, which can be, like said, live life fully. But I wanted to add one more point: live life fully, but with good responsibility. And yes, Cārvāka is a philosophical system of materialism, whereas YOLO is a modern slogan for spontaneity. The lesson of this whole presentation is like, enjoy life, but balance the pleasure with responsibility. Thank you.